Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank Guru Gibbs.
And welcome to the start of the Chaos Canyon Rally 2021.
That's right, it's going to be a monster competition over 10 weeks, 5 tracks, 2 groups. This is Group N, which are the stock cars, and then next week will be the Group A cars, which are all the modified ones.
Right, let's have a quick look at the rules for the hill climb track. Drivers will get 2 runs, the best time gets recorded, and the winner of tonight will get 1 bonus point. So other than that, there are no points in this round. It's just for qualifying so we can seed the drivers. First up, we've got Glitch for Flat Rabbit and the Skyline, Lily the Dog for Lily's Boneyard and the Lancia Delta Integrale, McMoody for 143 Speed Chop and the Ford Fiesta, Chips McGee for Live Young Diecast and the Mitsubishi Evolution, Nocky Jack for Jackson Pass and the Toyota Scion, Eddie Winslow for Winslow Racing, Subaru WRX, the Commish Dollar Diecast Daily, also in a Subaru, Coast driving for NJ Drive Racing Team in the Ford Mustang, Scooter Roundwell of Spirit of 64 in the Honda Civic, John Receiver for Jack John and Katie Racing in the Ford Mustang, Mr. Dark for Dubious Diecast in the Lancia Delta Integrale, Leafer 12 for Transport Diecast Racing, also in an Evo, Lightning Jim for QC Racing in the VW Golf, Cretin for Laser Creations by Nick and the Subaru WRX STI, Big Mac for Madness Motorsport in the Ford Focus, and finally Drabed for Apple Falls Diecast Racing and the Escort Rally.
Right, we're going to kick off with Glitch first on the Skyline, and he is rocketing away, so he gets to set the pace and set the time. That was quite a good split time there of 4.33. Blazing down to the finish. Oh, it's a little bit of air, posted 12.3 times, so that is now the time to beat. We don't know at this point if it's going to be a quick time or a slow time. Let's see how he goes with his second run.
Well, he's up through the hairpin, a 4.47 this time, a little bit slower. Let's see if he can pick it up through the second half of the track. He's looking good, and down to the finish for a 12.23. That is his best time, and look at that air there as he went through the transition. Okay, Lily the Dog goes next, up to the top. Ooh, 4.17 split time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Away around the back of the mountain, in through the elbow, down to the transition, and over the finish line, 12.93. Not quite fast enough, but she goes for round number 2. She takes off through the cowshed, up over the U-bend, over the old railway bridge, through the hairpin. Split time of 4.13, a little bit faster. Oh, but she blows it there. Oh no, it looked like she might have got up on 2 wheels there. Let's just go back through the Granny's Muffins replay and have a look just what happened. So she comes in here, bounces off the wall, gets right up on 2 wheels. By the time she got the car under control, she'd spun out and just lost all momentum. So that's a real shame for Lily the Dog. Posts the best time of 12.93, that puts her in second place currently. Now we've got McMoody for 143 Speed Chop in the Ford Fiesta. He's blazing away at 3.8. That is the fastest. Oh no, and he spins out.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay there. He was absolutely giving it. The beans going uphill there. Came nicely through the transition through the hairpin, but then just lost it going into the forestry there. Spun himself around. But that split time had him leading the pack. Let's see if he can do it again.
Right, he's away for his second run. Another fast split time there, 3.9. Makes it through the forestry, slows down a little bit as he goes behind the mountain, in through the elbow with a good pace there, down to the finish to 12.83, only just off pace.
And that puts him in second place at the moment.
Let's see how that time stacks up. Now we've got Chips McGee for Live Young Diecast, blazes through the hairpin with 4.07, pretty good time so far. Smooth through the elbow. Oh, and he rolls it! He slides to the finish with an 11.57!
That's incredible. He was giving it the beans there. Let's have a look at this Granny's Muffins replay. He floors it down here, goes over on his roof and slides to the finish in a winning time. Imagine what he could have done if he'd stayed on his wheels.
Yeah, that was just incredible. I can't believe that he slid that far on his roof and still took the best time so far. Let's see how he does for round number 2. So he's back in the gate, down through the cowshed, up the hill to the U-bend, across the old railway bridge through the hairpin, a 4.0 flat time. He's looking good. Quickly down. Is he going to beat his time? He does! An 11 flat, and he goes over on his roof again after the finish.
Chips McGee, what a legend. that's a brilliant time. Just shaved off over a second off the previous fastest time.
So Nocky Jack now will be looking to prove something at 3.83. That's a very fast time. As he goes through the elbow down to the finish, it's going to be close. 11.67. Not bad. Definitely better than the earlier cars, but he goes off for round number 2. Through the hairpin, a 3.97. Another good split time here. He's looking strong as he goes behind the mountain into the elbow, down to the finish line. Disappointing 12.07 there. Yeah, I thought he was going to be a lot stronger, but 11.67, still quite a reasonable time overall. All right, Eddie Winslow for Winslow Racing with Subaru. 4.17, not a bad split time.
Let's see if he's going to be fast enough to take down Chips.
Down through the elbow into the finish. 11.5, only half a second off pace with that first run. Let's see if he can do it better in the second shakedown. Look, oh, and he rolls it.
Yeah, looks like he was just giving it the beans there. Look, his wheels were still turning. In the Granny's Muffins replay, he goes up and just overcooks it coming over that old railway bridge and slides along on his side. It's like he didn't tear his wing mirror off.
Or, you know, go off track and plunge to his death off the side of the mountain. That means that he posts his best time of 11.5. Again, a very good time. Now we go to the commish, also in a WRX. Heading through the... Whoa! Blows it out of the U-bend. Haven't seen anyone roll it there before.
Yeah, that's just out of control. Let's have a look at Granny's Muffins replay. As he goes up the U-bend, he gets overexcited there, drifts his rear end out, and just blows it completely.
Okay, well, he's reset for his second run. Let's see if he can hold it together. Well, he gets through the U-bend this time. 4.10, not a bad split time. He's looking pretty quick through the forestry as he goes around the back of the mountain, through the elbow, down to the finish. Oh, 12.13. That slides him down the field a bit.
Yeah, I think that first run was probably going to be his quickest.
Right, Coast now, NJ Driving Race Team. Oh, and he stalls out. That's the first time we've seen someone stall out in the hairpin.
Yeah, these Mustangs are wide bodied. They can rub on the edge. That can slow them down. Let's see if we can do it this time.
Right, well, he gets through the hairpin. He slowed down a bit there, 4.17. He's... Oh, no, he's lost all power. And he stalls out at the back of the forest just before he goes behind the mountain. That's disappointing for him. That means it's a total DNF, no time recorded. We move now to Scooter Roundwell in the Civic Type R. Scooter looking good there at 3.93. Goes behind the mountain into the elbow, racing down to the finish. Solid time there of 11.63. A little bit off the lead pace. Let's see if he can do a bit better this time.
Yeah, he's flying up the mountain this time. Oh, a little bit slower there. It's just going to come down to his second half of the track.
So he races down to the finish. Oh, 11.5. He speeds up there. Actually gets a better time in that second run, even though he's a little bit slower through the split time. Now we're going to John Receiver in the Mustang. Whoa, 3.67. He is flying.
Yeah, that's doing a lot better than the previous Mustang. I don't know what it is, but he is giving it the beans.
What a great run there, 11.77 in that Mustang. See if he can improve on his second run now. Up through the hairpin at 3.8. That's a good split time. Down around the back of the mountain, into the elbow. Oh, looks a bit slower this time.
Yeah, 11.97, so the 11.77 was definitely his best time.
And the best split time so far at 3.67. Now, Mr. Dark for Dubious Diecast takes a run at the mountain. Flat 4 split time. Oh, and he spins out going into the forestry.
Yeah, that technical section there is proving all sorts of difficult for people. Even though it's banked in each of those corners, you've got to get your line right.
4.13 this time. He's a little bit slower in his split time. He's still got a chance to pick it up in the second half of the track. He blazes around the elbow, but only picks up a 12.47. Right, we move to Leaf R12 now in the Evo. Races up over the old rail bridge. Oh, slows down out of the hairpin there. It's going to be off pace, but he'll still post the time. So 12.73. Let's see if he can do it better with his second run.
Yeah, I'm surprised. These Evos are normally pretty quick, and Chips McGee in the other Evos set the fastest time so far.
Well, here he goes, getting around the back of the mountain, through the elbow, down to the finish at 12.17, well off the pace there.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I really thought that Evo would have done better.
Okay, Lightning Jim for QC Racing takes a stab at the track. Then the VW Golf is looking okay so far, but oh no! Is he going to stop completely? He has! Looks like he's had transmission trouble just before he got around the back of the mountain. They set him up for a second run at Possum Hill. He's going to have to feed it some jandle here. Oh, he almost stalls out there, 4.67. Is he going to make it through this time? He's definitely having some troubles with this car. Has he stalled out? No, he's still going. So he's going to post the time, but wow, he's like 5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, he wanted a sharp time, but that was about as sharp as a marble.
All right, Cretin for Laser Creations by Nick takes a stab. Flies up the mountain at 4.27, and that Subaru WRX STI. It's going to be off pace, unfortunately for him, at 12.93. Let's see if he can speed it up.
These Subarus are quick, so Cretin just needs to give it the cleans.
4.13, still a little bit slow. Oh, and he also spins out in the forest section.
You really have to get that line just right there, but he does post the time at 12.93.
Big Mac for Madness Motorsport in the Ford Focus. Looking good so far, 4.13. Not a bad split time, a little bit slower than the leaders so far. Oh, bit of a drift there coming out of the elbow. Down to the finish for a 12.07. He sets up again.
Let's see if he can give it some more pace going up the mountain this time.
A 3.97.
Yeah, that's a nice sub 4 second split time. Can he do it down the rest of the track?
Oh, 11.4. What a run from Big Mac there.
That's an awesome time and lifts him into second place so far. Nice work, Big Mac.
Now we've got Drab Ed and the Escort. A 3.9 split time there. Oh, and he spins out.
Yeah, it looked like he might have got up on the sidewalk. Let's just go through Granny's Muffin's replay and have a look. So he comes down here, and look at this. He hits the wall and gets a lot of air, and that just throws him off, and he almost rolled it there.
Well, at least he didn't go off and kill anyone in the crowd.
Yeah, I see Nick's put his nutshack in the way there to stop him getting into the crowd.
It's good of him to make that sacrifice for everyone. So the last run now for Drab Ed. He needs to post the time. 3.8, that's a good split time. He slows down into the forest. Is he going to make it? He's still running. Heads down to the finish and only manages to post a 13.47.
Disappointing for Drab Ed, but congratulations, Chips McGee. You absolutely rocked it tonight with that roof slide finish, and then you turned around and did it one better again.
Yeah, mate, that was absolutely impressive. All right, that is it for the Group Ends. Next week, we've got the modified Group A's, so make sure you come back and check that out for the Possum Farm Hill Climb. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. Remember to subscribe while you're here, and we'll catch you next time.